At this time, Ms. Lindsey Simmons will bring greetings from the senior class.
President Humphrey, Board of Trustees, members of the faculty and staff, friends, family, and my fellow graduates, thank you. Not only have you bestowed upon me this honor, but you gave me one final chance to procrastinate. So, last night, as I began really working on my speech, I researched it in a way any college graduate would. I Googled. In the search box, I typed in world's best graduation speeches. I found speeches by Oprah, I watched Steve Jobs speak at Stanford, I watched Conan O'Brien speak at Harvard, and I even found a student speaker who delivered his entire address in the form of a rap. So I channeled my inner Vanilla Ice, and I wrote my own. Then I burned it. After Google and YouTube both failed me, I decided to hit the streets. I asked people around me for words of encouragement or things that they would like to hear at their own graduation. The first person I asked was Registrar Marshall Ashley. She told me not to worry about it, that everything would work out just fine. Well, you wait and see. I talked to Talia Barr, who actually had a very insightful thing to say. She said college to her was a lot like art. You get out of it what you put into it. Shannon Bowling, on the other hand, said that he was too drunk to taste what that means.
Yes.
My friend Jollimar Vidal said, I actually probably shouldn't repeat what she said because there's a lot of kids, but lead it to your imaginations. I asked my mother what I should say, and she said in her most stern mother voice, well, why haven't you finished it yet? And I asked my brother Jeremy, and he said, Lindsay, worrying is like a rocking chair. It'll give you something to do, but it won't take you anywhere. And yes, that was him. Needless to say, that advice didn't really get me very far, and it only confirmed what I basically already knew, that I had no idea what to talk about. That snowballed into the fact that I really don't know a whole lot. I have no idea where I'll be 10 years from today. I have no idea what kind of job I'll have, and I don't know if I'll be that successful. I also don't know who the real Sammy Lynn is. And to this day, I cannot figure out why Marshall's most famous citizen is a dog named Jim. So instead of focusing on what I didn't know, I decided to tell you 3 things that are absolutely true. The first is that none of us would be here without the love and support of our family. And I'm eternally proud to be a member of the family that I'm in. To my grandparents, Jim, Irene, Grammy Papa, Grandma, and Grandpa, who I miss very much, thank you for giving me the strength, support, and encouragement I always needed. I love you. To my aunts, uncles, and cousins, you've really been more like a second set of parents and a second set of siblings, and I thank you for that. To my many younger brothers and sisters, Jeremy, Justin, Brandy, Lissa, Abria, and Evan, thank you so much for substantially cutting my inheritance. And lastly, to my parents, whom I still call with much affection Mommy and Daddy. Thank you for taking me to all the gymnastics practices. Thank you for pretending to understand my homework. And thank you for teaching me that being good isn't good enough if you can be great. I realize both of you sacrificed a lot for me to be where I am today, and I want to thank you. I certainly hope it was all worth it. I love you both. Now I would like to ask the entire senior class of 2010 to stand, turn around, applaud, and thank the people behind you for getting you to where you are today.
Everybody
on to the second thing that I know to be an absolute fact. It took a lot of hard work for us to get to where we are today. We had to struggle through and pass Dr. King's hellaciously difficult exams. We had to try our best to stay out of Heath Morgan's office. And we had to hope that Officer Gooden wouldn't catch us. But we also had those people in our lives who always encourage us to believe in ourselves. And we're going to have to continue to believe in ourselves. Our failures and successes are now on our own shoulders. The brightness of our future is directly proportional to how hard we work. So I would like to challenge the graduating class to this: to become the most successful class in the history of Missouri Valley College. Because I think that we can do it. I think we're the best, I think we're the smartest, and I do believe we will be the most successful. President William McKinley once asked, "How priceless is a liberal education? It does not diminish with age, but its value increases with use. It cannot be employed by anyone other than the rightful owner. It cannot be inherited nor purchased, and it is as free as the air we breathe. A liberal education is the prize of individual industry, and it is the single greatest blessing a man or woman can enjoy with the support of moral, virtue, and noble aims." So this brings me to the third and final thing that I know to be absolutely true. Today we are victors, and our reward is enlightenment. Today we have become the champions of knowledge and the custodians of the future. What we have done before, what we've been awarded before this day, is no longer of any consequence. All that matters is the direction in which we're going. And this I also know. In order for us to move forward, we must first give back. And moving down that blessed path of generosity does not mean doing so in the absence of doubt, but in the presence of truth, principle, and morality. That is why now is our time to reach out the hand of generosity and help those who are less fortunate. Now is our time to make a difference. Now is our time to create the future we want our children to live in. Now is the time to become the people you have always wanted to be. Now is the time to live, now is the time to achieve, now is the time to take chances, and now is the time to believe in yourself. Lewis Carroll once wrote, "If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there." And that is why it is absolutely certain that now is your time to be fearless. There's no reason to wait for tomorrow because today is here. Today we are graduates and today we succeed. Now is our time. Congratulations, class of 2010.